that's all to play for the league side. A semi-final berth, just 5 winning sets away. That sounds so much easier than it actually is. Martin Adams, who's already in the semi-final and defending his title, is in the commentary box for this one with David Croft.
Friday night's flights of fancy begin right here then, as we walk in a Bunting wonderland. Or is it another win for Stanley? Who knows? This could be an epic. It could be very, very close. Stephen Bunting coming of age this week as Dean Winstanley makes his impression for the first time at Lakeside. And what an impression, Martin Adams, it's been.
It is indeed, yeah. We've had some amazing games from Dean, haven't we? We've had lots of miscounting, and that, for the viewers at home, the little card he just gave to the referee was a checkout card, which you find in every dart box.
Which the referee, Nick Rolls, might just need to help Dean Winstanley, because checking out, working out his checkouts has been just one major problem after another for him.
It has indeed, yeah. I do understand that from sources very close to Dean, he has been running through his tables this morning.
First set, first leg. It's Dean to throw first. Game on.
A lot of people packed in for a fun night of darts tonight. Real lively buzz around the place. Dean Winstanley, 29 years of age. Yorkshireman, trying to keep up Yorkshire's record when the year ends in 1. The White Rose County having success. Priestley, 91. Walton, 2001. Could it be Winstanley in 2011? I'm not going to ask you that question, Martin. You don't have to answer.
But whichever way you look at it, Dean's got to get past Stephen Bunting if it's to be.
The immovable object that is Stevie Bunting. Grown up, hasn't he, this week?
Oh, very much so, yeah. We're seeing the more mature side of Steve Bunting. You know, he's amongst the lads, yeah, we do call him Baby Bunting, but I don't think we'll be calling him Baby Bunting much longer.
Big man-sized scoring, back-to-back 140s from the man from St Helens. Remember, 12 months ago, St Helens had a finalist in Dave Chisnell. Could the Saints thrive amongst the sinners once again?
28.
Doesn't have to go for this, but was trying the treble 20 to leave bullseye.
Not a bad move. So you set your stall out early on.
180.
And what a response.
Stephen, you require 72.
Big thumbs up from Winstanley, and it's just put Bunting off his stride a bit, but he got double 12 now, unlucky.
54.
Did all he could, Winstanley, to put a little bit of pressure on that check out. I think Stevie
60.
just checking the score.
Dean, you require 39.
It was called by our referee, Nick Rolls. Double 16 to hold his throw. And without that 180, I don't think he would have got anywhere near holding his throw.
Well, certainly not, no. He was looking in trouble in the first leg. But, you know, what a way to pull the leg back into shape at 180.
100.
First year on the tour proper. His first appearance in the Lakeside World Championship finals, but he's already been a semi-finalist on this very stage at the Gold Cup back in July, representing Yorkshire. Dean Winstanley lost to the eventual winner, Gold Cup champion Andy Beardmore.
45.
Who knows what it's like to play here, but Gold Cup is so far removed from World Championship week.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, for the Gold Cup, we haven't got this sort of crowd here. I mean, this is a packed house tonight. Really and truly, to be honest, it is just generally the people that have been playing, all the county officials and supporters that come along. So it's quite a smaller crowd.
Crowd tonight waiting to signal another maximum. They would have got it, but for this bounce out, hit the barrel first, didn't it, before clipping off?
Oh, yes, yeah, most definitely.
And he's got a lot of fans in here, Stephen Bunting. A lot of youngsters cheering on the former BDO Youth Player of the Year. Oh, they can keep this standard up, the pair of them. This has been electric at the start. Another treble 20, leaves double 8. What a time to get a big check out. Oh, unlucky.
Stephen on 96, treble 20, double 18. He'll stay there for that. And I think he'll come down to a 16.
56.
For once he missed the treble 20 there.
8.
So Winstanley, who could have been broken in the first leg, can now break himself. Slips out of his hand, that dart. And again, double 1.
No score.
Wow. Likes double top, favours double top. Maybe ought to brush up on some of the others. Major opportunity missed. Bunting now double top for himself. Great marker.
No score.
Oh dear.
A little bit of initial leg nerves here, I think. But double 4. Double 2. Leaving double 1.
Minute I say, I hope these two can keep this standard up. I'll put the mockers on it.
Stephen, you require 40.
It's all well and good hitting the big scores. They do not necessarily win you a leg of darts. 21 darts and still the double evades him.
2.
Well, this should be interesting. He can't miscount this one, that's for sure. There's only one way to get it.
Well, he's a bit scared of it. As often is the case with double 1.
No score.
It's Hanky Baxter in 2000 all over again.
I don't remember the double 1s in that game, but there's a lovely double 10.
And the second leg, Stephen Bunting.
Hopefully, that leg will sell the nerves. And they'll start scoring and finishing a little bit better than that.
Believe it or not, Stevie Bunting over 50% on his checkouts before that leg of darts.
140.
And Winstanley, with 27 out of 69, was the man who'd been struggling a bit. Back to the scoring though. No problem in that department.
No, it's great to watch starts like this, it really is. Consistent scoring, but they've got to sharpen up on their finishing.
140.
Looking for his first 180. There it goes!
180.
I do get the distinct impression there are a few more Bunting followers in here that are cheering on Dean Winstanley.
I think so too. That was a big cheer for that one.
$57. Dean, you require 81.
Now, wants to try and leave double top if he can, but it's difficult from 81, especially with treble 19. Now double 6.
69.
And this is Dean Winstanley's just weak link to me. If he can't leave his favoured double, he does waver a bit. Treble 18 leaves the bullseye for Bunting. He's got it snuck in there. Oh, unlucky.
Dean, you require 12.
Well, double 6 for Dean. Come on, he says. That was a mile off. Just inside the wire, double 3.
Game shot. And the third leg, Dean Winstanley.
And a burst of emotion after it's gone in.
Yeah, the man they call over the top,
to throw first.
making it count right at the bottom.
99.
I'm here at Lakeside to make a point, he says, because I believe I deserve to be here. Certainly in his form in the last 12 months, he does.
55.
He has played fairly consistently all through the year, that's for sure. As has Stephen, I believe.
58.
Albeit Winstanley with it better of the year in the ranking events, hence his number 3 seed.
Exactly, yeah. But Stephen also, although he hasn't necessarily got the seed in place, he's still done
44.
very well across the year.
Oh dear, not a 180, but a fifth 140 for Stephen Bunting. Dean Winstanley with 23-gram darts that we saw him drawing back. The 15-gram darts aiming straight for the treble 20 again. He's milking the moment, Bunting.
He's second in the match and he's 8th of the tournament.
And on for a 13-dart leg here.
24.
Double 6. They've got to brush up on the finishing.
20.
It's costing him. Rightly, I think, Stephen Bunting ignoring double 6.
Well, I always say, if you've got a double there, you should throw at it. He's effectively, for my book, wasted a dart. Yes, he can get away with it, but if he doesn't hit that double 2, that could cost him this leg.
Well, it could, but at least if he misses on the inside this time, he can go straight for a double rather than having that tricky one double. He's got it anyway. What do you know? You're just a world champion.
Fifth leg, it's Dean to throw first. Game on.
They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I hope you were watching that, Martin Adams. It's the beauty of this sport of darts. You know, there is a right way or a wrong way to go about doing things, but there's also the confidence to go the wrong way and still get it.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. That's one of the things you have in your armoury. It doesn't come out too often, but Stephen's obviously got that ability just to pick and choose which double. Yeah, I'll have that one. That'll do nicely.
Bunting winning the English Classic in the 2010 season. The British Classic champion in 2009. Winstanley with the German and England and Belgium Opens to his name.
140.
For once, Bunting without the big scoring at the start of a leg, not putting pressure on Dean Winstanley on his throw here.
Not at all, and this is a deciding leg in the set as well. Maybe some of those nerves are still there.
97.
Good time to chuck in his latest maximum now. But a 140 puts him on a finish. Oh dear.
Mod Simpson.
Stephen, you require 150.
Well, this for the set for Stephen Bunting. Steadies himself. Misses the treble 20. Might look at treble 18.
60.
Might have been a better idea, given that he'd rather block the bed from the angle that he was throwing. Single 14 for bullseye. It's double 11. Checking with Nick Rolls, the referee.
62.
Another double that isn't double top.
Stephen, you require
Needs a bit
90.
more work for Winstanley. Here's Bunting's big opportunity here.
Here we go, treble 20, double 15. Blocked it half the bed.
60.
So close. Disappointment.
That was quite a pull, wasn't it, on that last arm?
It was, yeah. Underneath the bed of the two.
Might go 2 double 10, or is he going to go straight forward? He does for the set.
And the first set, Dean Winstanley.
Well, that might just settle his nerves a bit. It was blinding in parts from Winstanley.
First leg,
but there is room for improvement.
Game on. .58.
Well, it went all the way to the 5th leg, that first set, but Martin Adams, both players, very scruffy on their finishing, as the averages tell.
Exactly, they do, yeah. That's the thing. As soon as you start missing doubles, pulls that average down.
40.
Because you'd be happy if you had an average of 98.8 for your first 9, you'd be okay with that.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Take that any day of the week.
But an average of 87 overall,
60.
as we compare Stephen Bunting's, that's not going to win you a quarter-final necessarily.
Well, not if the opponent is throwing a lot better, but they're not too far apart at the moment, really. Both shaky on doubles.
100.
Your scoring at the moment is reasonably even.
.140.
They all managed to hold their throw in that first set as well, which, given the amount of opportunities they gave away, is quite surprising.
Well, absolutely. I mean, amazing on the shots at double there. 32 darts at double total between the two players.
41. Dean, you require 161.
He scored, treble 19 for that double 12.
99.
Stephen falling behind right from the offset in this leg.
Dean, you require 62.
So is this the first break of throw? Single 12 for double top. He's been 70% on double top, but he's not going to get a chance to go for it, because in making sure the big fat 12, he's straight into the double.
48.
It's, once again, that might prove a bit costly.
158.
Well, indeed, at least he could smile about it as well. Stephen nowhere near the first treble 20.
45.
He's just a bit rattled in this leg as well, Bunting.
Yeah, but Dean on double 7 and gets it.
First leg. Dean Winstanley.
Well, his brother Rich
Second
applauding
leg,
that.
Dean to throw first. Game on.
In the context of his finishing so far, that was a Rich Vader form he found.
.100. .100. .100.
Just both players now settling down.
60.
Some of the explosive early scores not present in this leg. But if you're just trying to hold your darts, 300s on the bounce, that's okay.
Excellent, yeah, steady scoring. Opponent's not matching him at the moment.
96.
Dean's got to feel comfortable with this.
.100.
Putting pressure on Bunting to at least throw a ton 40 here. And that's good thinking from the young man.
Dean, you require 101.
Knocking off the odd 5 if Winstanley mucks this up. Treble 19 again. So Bunting's going to get a chance here, and I wonder if that good thinking will result
49.
in a leg against the throat for him.
120.
Shanghai wants. Great first start. Plenty of room. In it goes. Very nice.
And the second leg, Stephen Bunting. Third leg, it's Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Maybe Dean was a little bit too much in the comfort zone there. Just trotting down, and when it came to the finish, that switch again.
45.
A double that's not at the top of the board. There you go, missed it.
I think with Dean, and the stats are great for him on double top. 70% in the tournament so far. 16 out of 23. That's
55.
exceptional.
Absolutely.
But you can't ignore the other doubles on the board,
Of course you can't.
because there's another 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And that, to me, is the weak link in his game. If he can't leave himself double top, he can be a bit scruffy at the end of a
60.
leg, and he does sometimes go to pieces a bit.
Yeah, particularly when he gets that miscount, trying to leave tops. I mean, the other night he had 50 left, one dart in his hand, guys on the finish, he went for a 10. Because he broke his
58.
concentration with trying to calculate to get to double top.
He's been practicing his doubles with Lorraine, his girlfriend. She's played in the Women's World Championship this week, so she's handy practice partner to have.
Indeed. Hopefully he'll be learning some finishing tactics from Lorraine.
But for all his scruffiness occasionally, he has been a fine player. Is scoring no problem with that at all in this match.
140.
As he numbers there.
Great darts.
Oh, Bunting with another bounce out. That's 3 now in the match. When you're looking to hold your throw.
Well, yeah, but is it a lightweight dart?
Well, it is. It's a 15-gram dart.
It's possibly one of the reasons that they're bouncing out. And in that centre area, those wires are quite thick, really.
140.
He does apply a lot of force to them, but there's not the weight on the dart to stick in sometimes.
Well, 122.
I'm not sure that he wanted to leave 26.
120.
Me neither. But 120, the Shanghai again on the 20s. There's the treble. There's the single. And almost the double.
100.
Now, could Winstanley have made this better for him by going treble 17 to leave 32? Double 13. Not easy. If he misses to the inside, that's the end of it for him. And he has done. Bunting now comes back.
20. Stephen,
Double 10 for Stephen to take the lead.
Winstanley on 6. Another miscount. Doesn't matter. Bunting took the leg anyway.
Stephen Bunting.
And they're the proudest father in the building tonight. Stephen Bunting Sr.
Game on.
The man whose influence got young Stephen into the sport in the first place.
122.
Don't want to be too harsh on Dean Winstanley, but it is just worth making the point. Go back to the last leg. He miscounted to leave himself double 13, then hit a 7, which was another miscount to leave double 3. Now,
135.
to me, Martin, that means he hasn't learned a huge amount from his second round match when he was miscounting there as well.
180.
Count them all day long.
Easy, yeah. No, yeah, you're right. I spoke to Dean about it earlier today, and he said, yes, I stand back behind the player and I work out in my mind what I want to go for. He said, but when I go up to the hockey, then I just forget. I've forgotten all about what I was thinking.
140.
which I find quite curious and strange. But a 144 here for Dean. Double 12. Yes.
Shot on the fourth leg. Dean Winstanley.
Great finish there from Dean.
Fifth leg.
He's got the talent to do
it. Game on. $100.
So here we have another set. 2-2 in legs.
100.
All even for the set as well. But another 180. The young Stephen, his fourth.
His second in the last two legs. Sadly for him, didn't do much good in the previous leg. Still might not do much good here. Can Winstanley follow it? Oh,
140.
Brilliant.
180.
Totally unfazed, his young Stephen, isn't he? Come on, Dean, give me what you're made of.
Punishing leg this from Bunting with the darts. And all credit to Winstanley.
120.
He's down to a finish as well.
41.
But it's double 16. Still got to close it out.
9.
Still got to close it out.
Team you require 138.
Take a big deep breath, Dean Winstanley. 1-2-4 in the previous leg as Lorraine anxiously watches on. Could follow it in if he wants. Unlucky, just dipping down. He did the right thing there, Martin.
Arguable.
98.
Arguable. I was going to let Keith went in the 1983 final, but double 16, it's there. Centerpiece.
Stephen Bunting.
Senior and junior in unison with smiles on their faces. Double 16, he's one centerpiece now.
It's Dean to throw first. Game on. $140.
It's been nerve-wracking, tension-filled, edge of the seat, tungsten tussle. And that's just for Martin Adams and myself. I have no idea what is going through the mind of Dean Winstanley or Stephen Bunting, or whether, Martin, they can enjoy some of this in any way, shape or form.
Well, I think they will enjoy it, and they'll start enjoying it even more now. We've had a bit of a nervy start to the match, and there's Stephen, his sixth 180. He's firing them in like there's no tomorrow. But we've had some shaky finishing again from Dean, haven't we, Dave? Yeah?
We've had a bit of shaky finishing from both of them. Has to be said, the first set was full of trembles and terrors on the doubles. Bunting 2 doubles out of 14 attempts in the first set alone. Winstanley 3 out of 14. 1-2-1 now. Oh, and he was aiming for the big 11 to leave himself bullseye. He came onto the oche with a checkout calculator, a fact sheet, gave it to the referee 81. Just to try and help him out a little bit.
81.
After a second round match against Robbie Green in which he was all over the place, Bunting now wants bullseye himself. Got carried away.
Dean, you require 40.
But double top, 70% success rate in the championship so far. That is why he always wants to leave himself double top.
Second leg, it's Stephen to throw first.
It works very well for him. And you can't dispute it. The statistics tell you that as well.
Well, here's a great stat for you, because I know you love your stats, Martin. Dean Winstanley, in this championship, 73% of all the doubles he's hit have been double top. 27% for the other 20 on the board.
Yeah. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing on one particular double.
Which means if the number 3 seed can leave himself 40 at the end of a leg, he'll fancy his chances here tonight.
I think I'd fancy his chances as well.
100. 60. $100.
Steady darts continue from Dean, leaving at 161 finish.
He's just blocked that treble 20 bed, hence the switch for Bunting.
86. Dean, you require 161.
Already taken out a 124. 161 on this occasion, beyond him.
100.
Bunting not on a finish.
No, 165, one of those bogey numbers that you can't finish on with 3 darts. No matter how much you try, but he can leave a double out.
95. Dean,
Not
you
quite a
require
double, but a good
61.
finish nonetheless.
Well, 25 leaves double 18 for Winstanley. Double 9 now.
Game shot, and the second
Breaks the
leg.
throw.
Dean Winstanley.
And that'll do nicely
Third
for
leg,
him.
it's Dean to throw first. Game on. $100.
Another ton, 22nd for Winstanley. And that's just in this match.
100.
And the award for fancy dress costume of the week so far to our Chilean miners.
180.
And an award of another maximum for Dean Winstanley.
140.
And they are the Chilean miners in honour of those brave men. One of the great news stories when they all came out a couple of months ago.
136.
Good to see that they were being honoured by the crowd here at the Lakeside tonight. Great effort that some of our fans go to. Not just full of wolf suits out there, you see, Martin.
Indeed, yeah. We've not seen many Elvis Presleys this week, have we? I'm surprised.
95. Dean, you require 36.
Straightforward set this for Winstanley. Straightforward double 18.
And the third set.
What's a good leg of darts that was for him.
Excellent leg.
Fourth set, first leg, it's Stephen to throw first. Game on. 140.
Well, look at that. I said straightforward, very good set for Winstanley. 110 average in the third set. Best individual set average we've had so far this week.
100.
Very impressive thing. Very impressive thing indeed.
And those first set averages, 88 and 81 for Bunting and Winstanley respectively.
140.
Nothing to do with the scoring. There were, 3 180s chucked within the set. But it was the doubles they were missing, just dragging the overall average down.
Indeed, and that's what it does.
59.
Because you'd be happy, if you were Stephen Bunting and you were 2 sets to 1 down, you'd be scratching your head at the moment thinking, how can I score that much and still not be in it?
Exactly. I mean, the 13 140s and 6 180s, you'd think you'd be 3-0 up, to be honest.
But 24 tons for Winstanley, and who's to bet this isn't another 25th? Yeah, there you go.
100.
That's solid.
You require 164.
And it's punishing after a while.
Oh, well, it keeps coming at you, yeah.
124.
Not sure he was really going treble 20, 4 treble 20, but it's worked for Bunting to set up double top.
Just a minor slip there. Looking at the 54 really, but a double top nonetheless for Stephen. Double 10. Oh, into the 15.
And he's busted, taking a chance.
102.
Big chance really, but hadn't got a double on that stage. Double
As
top.
now,
62.
he's missed a double top.
Stephen,
I can't believe it.
40.
As Amy, Stephen Bunting's girlfriend, shouts out encouragement, and he needs the shout out, so now they can scream out
And the
for
first
him.
leg, Stephen Bunting. Second leg, it's Dean to throw first. Game on.
Well, David, the 9 dart is possibly on.
At what stage do you think of a 9-darter then when you're up there?
Straight after them 3.
93.
Now find his cousin and put him in there as well. Not to be.
No, sadly, it was his 4th cousin twice removed.
100.
I thought you darts players try to put the 9-darter out of your mind.
Well, you do and you don't. But, I mean, when you do it then,
100.
first 3 darts of the leg, 180, yeah, you know it's there. Just find the second one, and then it's really under starters' orders for it.
140.
I don't know, Martin, you like a bit of Slade, but how about a bit of Freddie and Brian?
Love it. Brilliant stuff.
138.
Yeah, we've seen the Queen's grandson watching darts on a couple of occasions. We've got the Queen in here tonight. Double 12. Come on, Dean, he shouts, and mighty well shout.
69. Stephen, you require 170.
But this is a major ask for Bunting now. Gary Robson, to remind you, with the 170 checkout already. That's a bit cruel, that, when you're at the treble 5. There's nothing really wrong with that dart.
But apart from the fact that it's in the treble 5, yeah. But it
Dean,
doesn't
you
help the
require
170,
12.
does it?
It's the right pitch, it's just a bit offline, sadly. 2 6s. Now 2 3s, he's got this already tonight. That's not a bad marker if he can just slide off that barrel. There you go, just like that.
And the second leg.
Easy, Dover.
Team
Easy.
Winstanley. Third leg, it's Stephen to throw
Just like it
first.
grew there.
Game on.
But it was the perfect last dart for him. Use what's already there and just give yourself a
96.
chance. Martin Phillips, you want to make a comment about that, man?
Not at all. Good-looking chap.
Who you play in the semi-final tomorrow afternoon. Again.
Indeed, the most capped player for Wales and the Welsh team captain.
And it's nice to see the pair of you in a semi-final again, actually. You gave us great entertainment 12 months ago.
Hopefully we'll do that again this year. I'm sure we will not disappoint.
47.
Well, he's getting a bit fed up, I think, with these bounce outs. That's 5 of them now.
Downside of light darts, hits the flight, takes all the pace out of it.
And without the weight, obviously, in the barrel to force its way past.
That's it, yeah.
140.
Yeah.
And there you see he's coming off the flight, isn't he?
Yeah, just taking all the pace out of the dart.
45.
What gram do you throw with?
22.
So 7 gram heavier than Stephen Bunting's. Oh, Tony, I knew you'd be here somewhere, shape or form. Hope you're enjoying the darts back at home. And if Your Majesty's watching tonight,
160.
I hope you're enjoying the darts as well.
By royal appointment.
44. Stephen, you require 20.
Double 10.
Game shot, and the third leg, Stephen Bunting.
What an absorbing match this is turning into at the moment.
Well, the finishing seems to be sorting itself out now. They're starting to hit the doubles at first point, you know, first crack.
Yeah, they've both settled in, haven't they?
Yeah.
After that first set.
60.
And you can see that in the averages. That's brilliant scoring from both in the first 9.
Absolutely.
And the averages that were hovering around 81, 82 at the end of the first set.
59.
Now very respectable in the early 90s.
Very respectable indeed.
$105.
I call it an Adams average.
What do you mean, it's watered down? Adam's ale? Oh, keep up, Dave, keep up.
No, what I mean is, it's what you've been throwing all week. Good switch for Bunting.
92. $100.
Once again, his pitch not quite right with the first dart.
56.
The angle that he's throwing at from the right-hand side of the oche. That's why Stevie Bunting had to go over to the treble 18s. Dean Winstanley, whose dad Ernest got him into the sport of darts.
110.
His dad Ernest, who's watching in Benidorm this evening. At the Yorkshire Bar in Benidorm, where he's staying out there. And who used to play pairs darts with Dennis
81.
Priestley years and years ago.
Dean, you require 32.
Double 16. Double 8s.
Wow.
Stephen, you require 107.
It happens. It happens all too often for Winstanley. But he is going to get another chance at it because Stevie Bunting couldn't hit that treble, that key treble, to force a break. Well, I think that's a little slip, and he's right, just to step back.
No score.
Oh, that last dart, nothing really wrong with it.
Stephen, you require 60.
Just not on target, that's all.
20,000th dart for the tournament. Goes begging.
40.
The 20,000th and first still can't find the target.
16.
So can the 20,000th and second finally close this leg out for Winstanley? And eventually, if he kept it there or thereabouts, it was going to go for him.
Fifth leg, it's Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Interesting there, Dave. Those doubles knocked off 2 points up to Stephen Bunting's overall average and 3 off the Dean's, just with those lost darts on the doubles.
Well, bidding to up it again. How about that?
59.
Well, a lovely maximum. The 9-darter is on then, or it was. My turn to put the mockers on it this time. 21 years since Paul Lim threw the 9-darter at the Lakeside.
$92.
Do people concentrate too much on averages, do you think?
Some people do. You get a lot of county players, they'll have a win that's, that was a terrible average, but they forget a game of winners and losers, and winning is the bit, particularly in team events. Doesn't matter, the average doesn't matter, the winning is the important thing. The same in tournament darts as well.
140.
It's the checkouts that really count, I suppose, because they're the ones that do win your legs. And he's going to go single 12 for bullseye now.
Game shot.
And a 12-dart leg for another set for Dean Winstanley.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the score, Stephen Bunting 1, Dean Winstanley 3. The players will now take
And it is nicely primed at 2 sets apiece. as the players head back to the practice boards for a few minutes.
Madam, he's in the final. This is your tip this year. He's a couple of sets away from being in the semis.
He's not in the final yet.
Are you fixing this, George?
No, it's just that I look at the records and I see guys that got there very quick in a year, well, they must be on form. So when they're on form, you pick the player.
Right. Well, he's not there yet. Stephen Bunting will have a plan to come back. Martin Adams and David Croft.
Fifth set, first leg, it's Dean to throw first. Game on.
So our referee, Nick Rolls, gets us underway again, and the first 4 sets have been a complete blur at times.
140.
With scoring exactly like that. We've had some amazing scoring, some shaky finishing and some great finishing.
So no time really to settle, and that great scoring.
123.
Over twice as many tons for Dean Winstanley against Stevie Bunting. More 140s now as well. Bunting shading the maximums, but for how much longer?
140.
And you almost feel it should be 2 sets all, really, because it has been so close. Bar the 3rd set that Dean took 3 legs to nil.
140.
Had the makings of going in at 2-2, but finishing at the end there just let Stephen down a little bit, and Dean made him pay, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he missed a couple of darts, didn't he, for the set, Stevie Bunting, in the 4th leg of that 4th set. And then Winstanley chucking in the 12-dart leg. It's going to hurt, but for how much longer?
So Dean, after 3 140s on a spin, leaving 81, 57, double 12, sweet as 11-dart leg.
First leg, Dean Winstanley.
So the last leg before the break is a 12-darter. First leg after the break's an 11-darter. He'll win the set with a 9-darter and pocket 52 grand at this rate.
We keep talking about this 9-darter, David. We'll have to stop doing it. Maybe it'll come along then for us.
It's on.
99.
We're not going to get a 10-dart leg either.
60.
Well, dietary advice for you, ladies and gentlemen, from your public service broadcasting team tonight. Will you be eating more chips, Martin?
I'm not a great chippy person, to be honest. No.
Oh, you're a stew man, aren't you?
Stew and roast tatties, yes. I like my roast tatties.
Stevie Bunting's had a couple of plates of chips in the back room tonight. Has he had his chips on the hockey, though, I wonder? Do you feel he has to win this set?
I think so, yes. If he doesn't...
81.
Dean's not far away from the winning post, is he? And it's going to be hard for Stephen to come back. At the moment, just a 2-set deficit, but a 3-set deficit is difficult.
58.
Stephen is making hard work of this. Not a ton scored in 4 throws.
I wonder if that 11-dart leg
134
is preying on his mind a little bit. You know, it's the last thing you really want when you come out of the practice balls trying to put a bit of bounce into your game.
180.
That'll bounce away nicely for him there.
87.
Single 20 for bullseye. Had it not been for that 180, Winstanley would have gone treble 10, I'm sure. But you know what? He's hitting the bullseye now.
Dean Winstanley.
In his last 2 attempts, he's gone for it. He's got it.
Third leg, it's Dean to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, there's an air of confidence from the Yorkshireman. Where's the Irish flag
60.
on his right-hand collar? I think that's after his Masters performance against Martin McCloskey, where he got beaten in the quarter-finals by McCloskey, and he's decided just to wear the Irish tricolour for him.
Maybe he feels it'll bring him a little bit of Irish luck.
Yeah, the luck of the fox. And there it is.
140.
Stevie Bunting His heart on his collar, if not his sleeve.
125. 46. 44. 140.
Another ton 40. I had a text about Stephen Bunting's shirt from Dave Whitcomb saying, why is my picture on the back of Bunting's shirt? He thinks that looks just like him.
He's not far wrong.
60. Dean, you require 115.
Former World Championship runner-up, Dave Whitcomb, watching the darts this week. He's just trying to set up the shot there, and he's got a bit of time to do it, Winstanley.
89.
Well, in all honesty, he's not got much time, and he's left a double that none of us really like leaving, 26, double 13.
And he did leave earlier in the match. And
he did.
It cost him.
Yep.
however,
44.
it's a good game for Bunting to win from here. And this is for the set. Well, that's why you don't like to leave it, because if you do slip to the inside, you've got to throw another dart to recover it. Now, they'll raise the roof if Stephen can get this 170. And a lot of people have come very close to sharing the highest checkout prize. Not on this occasion. Always the second dart that goes in. If you mix with the first.
8.
So for the set, double 4. Edging closer.
And in. And the 5th set, Team Winstanley.
Well, he really is up against it now. Stephen Bunting could not have got any worse for him that set.
Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Could not have got any better for Dean Winstanley.
140.
It's a little bit of an uphill climb now for Stephen. 3-set deficit.
60.
And 1 set for Dean to that winning post that they're both looking for.
Well, he'll be thinking to himself, 2 darts. I had to make it 2 sets all.
85.
I would think he's giving it a thought.
And look, this is where Winstanley is starting to take the control in this match. 4 times he's broken Stevie Bunting's throw. 4 times he's put in that big effort against the darts.
Indeed. Makes a big difference if you start taking them against the throw.
He's concentrating on those solid legs that make a huge difference to the score.
100.
Says the best ever game of darts
100.
Dean Winstanley that he ever had was his first ever county game for Yorkshire. He stood in for Scott Waits. I think he won it 3-0. Dare say if he wins this, that might just be now his new best game of darts ever.
60. Stephen, you require 101.
Has to win this leg, you feel, Stephen Bunting. Oh dear, that's so cruel for him. Right onto the wire.
77.
But okay, he recovered to leave himself double 12.
Stephen, you require
I'm puzzled.
24.
We'll come back to that. Double 12.
Game
It's there.
shot. And the leg, Stephen
Bounce
Bunting.
out, didn't cost him. First leg, Stephen Bunting has won.
Second leg, it's
in the last 5.
First. Game on.
And why are you puzzled?
The reason I'm puzzled, 101 on the card. First dart bounces out. What's wrong with 51 bullseye?
60.
Because he knew he had another 3 darts.
It's a gamble. When you're behind, 3-set deficit, would you take that gamble? I wouldn't.
60.
Well, he knows he's going to come back. That's the thing. So he's thinking, if I go for bullseye and I leave myself something, you know, a bit nasty, I've got the potential to get more into trouble. I know what you're saying. Rich Winstanley celebrates another maximum for his bro. Once the betting Bunting doesn't follow it. Unlucky with that deflection.
81.
I'll ask you the question. If you knew you were coming back for a double to win a leg, Martin Adams, would you go treble 17 bullseye to close it out beforehand?
Still got 51 ball, yeah, definitely.
140.
I suppose it all comes down to personal choice.
57.
But Dean on 121.
121.
Which is your favourite finish, I think. Single 11. Leaves bullseye. Is he going to go for it? No, 10 to leave double top, his favourite double.
At least he made a good choice this time.
133.
Well, trying to pressurise as best he can, Bunting, but this is Winstanley's favourite double. Double 10. Oh, double 5. He might have been better off going for that bullseye.
30. Stephen, you require 170.
I don't think I'll say anything on that now.
Well, as you said, you know, go for it. Bunting could still check out. But for the width of the wire, he would have had the chance. That's
10.
brutal, isn't it? Double 5 once again. That's right on it, but it's not a great angle. However, little deflection to the side when Stanley powers one in.
Third leg, it's Stephen to throw first. Game on.
So many ifs and buts and maybes in that leg.
Not very much so. But some legs go like that, they go that way. This is getting now to the position where Stephen has got to start winning some legs and sets.
100.
Well, the concentration should be on holding your throw.
Yep.
Trouble is, by doing that, he's going to have to win the final leg of this set, and it's the one he needs to save the match with.
97.
Stuart Kellett watches on. Number 2 seed this year. Could have been in the quarter-final action, but it wasn't to be for him.
140.
And how much pressure would be on you throwing a leg that you start knowing you have to save the match?
One hell of a lot of pressure. Particularly if the first dart goes in a 5 or a 1. That even increases it. It makes it so hard. It's an uphill climb. And you know that if you do happen to do that 81 or 85, you know that that guy stood behind you is going to just whack you with a 140. You just know it.
Which is the darting equivalent of being taken by surprise by a sledgehammer.
50.
Do you know what? He's got his work cut out, Stephen Bunting, to win this leg that he started before we even think about going to the 5th leg of the set. Treble 17 would have left bullseye for Winstanley. However, he's coming back for double 12. Bunting wants a major effort here.
This is never an easy finish, 129. Looks easy, 72 left. Single 20 for double top.
89.
And that's why you're forced to go for the 19 first, and the treble still leads you searching for another treble. Double 12 here for Winstanley. Yes, in there. He didn't realise it.
Game shot and the third leg. Dean Winstanley.
It was masked by the other dart, and he wasn't sure. Oh.
Fourth leg, it's Dean to throw
But that's
first.
it. If you're not sure, have a little peek. Have a look.
It's like a 20-yard free kick where it's hit the wall and sent the keeper the wrong way, that dart.
Magic stuff.
As is that first dart there. And that second dart isn't half bad either. And oh dear,
125.
he left it gaping. Goal at his mercy.
But he'll be happy with that. He's one leg away from victory. Be very happy to start a 1-2-5. All the pressure's there. And Stephen responds with a beautiful 180. He's 8th.
Four sets to 1 up,
60.
Dean Winstanley. 2 legs to 1 up, Dean Winstanley in the quarter-final of the BDO World Championship. Is there any way Stephen Bunting could come back from here, Martin Adams?
57.
She'll be hoping he doesn't, but can you come back in a quarter-final with a score like this?
Well, we saw the comeback by Phil Nixon from 6-0 down in the final. So anything is possible.
49.
And you said you don't mind talking about the Chris Mason match now, which I believe was 4-1 to you at one stage in the quarter-final and 2-1 in legs.
140.
Enough said.
Well, I'm just really chuffed that you finally did come good and showed everyone that you weren't here just for great entertainment, but for winning things as well. But history can repeat itself, and I wonder if we'll see another quarter-final like it.
You never know here. 1-2-4. Treble 18. He'll stay there.
63.
Well, there's Amy looking away. Stephen Bunting's girlfriend.
57. Stephen, you
I
require
wonder if he
61.
can hear her shouts. She's a bit subdued. 25 leaves double 18. Double 9 to break back. Yeah, big important dart that one.
Stephen Bunting.
Is that a big sigh of relief from him?
Big sign.
Fifth leg, it's Stephen to throw first. Game on.
So now he's got to hold it together, and we are in this 5th leg
60.
of this set, and he has choked it a 60. Now is the sledgehammer coming?
No, it's not. Could be just the ton. Oh, there we are.
It's his 41st ton of the match. Dean Winstanley. Well, this will settle Bunting back down again, just getting his grip right. Yes!
180.
That's the way to reply to that one, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
And he needs them. Needs more of those.
Because Winstanley's got a few more of his own. 15 ton 80s in the match so far. Oh dear. And there's Stevie Bunting's, there's Dean Winstanley's. But can we get a sledgehammer again? Because Bunting is not in control of this leg. Oh, and that has bought some major breathing space.
That one hurts. I know it. Been on the end of them. But he could pressure this. 81 with a big one himself. Here we go.
That second one's in the treble 20.
140.
For the match, it's 81 Winstanley needs then. Brilliant first start. Double 12. Double 6. No!
69.
He's missed 2 for the match.
Stephen, you require 66.
The nerves all with the number 3 seed. But Bunting will have a host of his own. Double 18 for save time. No, dear. It was a long way away.
Stephen, you require 12.
They can barely contain the tension on and off stage. Yes, he's got it! That's brilliant, Dean Winstanley. How did you hold yourself together? 4 missed, the 5th one went in, and finally his other half can smile, his opponent can smile, and Dean Winstanley can raise 2 arms to the sky, because we had a corking quarter-final, and one man held it together to take himself through to the last 4. Dean Winstanley, one of 2 seeds not to fall by the wayside.
Into tomorrow's semi-final, Dean Winstanley.